Sunny and 55 tomorrow for Wednesday. Scattered showers, high 62. Thursday, partly cloudy, high 40. And for Friday, chance for rain with a high 42. Overnight low 34. Yesterday's high was 41. Currently, humidity is at 99%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.36. Right now, we've got partly sunny skies and 34 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good Monday morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Kathy Burkett here. She fought the morning traffic to get here just in time.
I did. It was a traffic jam in Barnhill.
You know, I hate when that happens.
I do too.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They back up something terrible,
Mm-hmm.
bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
Well, it was a big weekend. 4 inches of rain.
Yeah.
And you know what that did? That made me into a major slug. Saturday, I got up and I thought there's absolutely nothing that has to be done. So I decided to marry myself to the couch
Yeah.
and TV. I completely, totally binged on Goliath on Amazon Prime
Yeah.
and on Criminal Minds.
Ooh, that's a good show.
It is a great show. Now, here's the problem. By the end of the day, I had a body count of 63.
Wow.
And I was depressed like you cannot believe because all I've done was watch one murder after another murder after another murder.
And you'll never believe this. He had his first taste of shrimp and grits Friday.
Oh, it was wonderful. Have you ever had any?
Have I ever
Well, I know
had
you're from the
any?
South, but
yes.
Alabama, I know you've had some.
Yes, my favorite.
Boy, did they take care of you.
Oh, yeah. Thanks
Chef.
to Chef Robert and the gang over at the Elks Lodge.
Well, we were whining on
They
Friday
set
morning.
me up early
Oh.
to get some shrimp and grits.
Oh my God, they are so good.
So I showed up, had a nice Merlot, went in and had what my first experience with shrimp and grits. Shrimp and grits.
That's what, isn't
Yeah.
that what you get after you have White Castle?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
The shrimp and
No, you
grits.
get Three
Yeah.
Stooges. You get that too.
And
But
then I went to the Mules game,
Yes.
and they recognized 54 current or former FCHS students currently that are serving in the military at the present time. And then they announced that FNB had raised $1,160 through their $10 per touchdown during football season.
Announced on
Wow.
WFIW and handed over to the Mulebackers.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Congratulations. Thank you to FNB for that. I understand they're sold out on Glow Bingo.
They are. From last I heard, they were sold out. They've been sold out for about a week now.
Humane Society has found gold in Glow Bingo.
Gold bingo. Yes.
Let's see here. What else do I have? Big drug bust over the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know. You don't out of sight, out of mind as far as meth.
Yeah. That's
But
true.
all of a sudden, bang! And let me tell you something. This is no easy thing to be able to make happen. You've got warrants that have to be issued. You have police officers from all over the area that have to go out and serve those warrants and arrest those people. That's always dangerous. And so at least 10 names right now. We had this on the air at 6 a.m. We appreciate the Sheriff's Department cooperating and giving us that information at 6 o'clock in the morning. And Jeff is on his way back down to the Sheriff's office to be able to get more information if it's available that we'll share with you through the morning and at the noon time during the 12:15 news. I'll be going to a 3 o'clock meeting this afternoon.
Yeah, the Wayne County Fairfield Economic Development Commission.
Should be very
Could
interesting.
be their final meeting.
It could be.
Yes, it could be. It'll be very interesting to see how everybody has accepted what appears to be their demise as set out by the City Council and the TIF Committee. So those are all things that are going on right now. And, you know, I'm going to watch TV tonight because I want to see the Crimson Tide go for another national championship.
Wait a minute.
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
Where
Where are they?
Where is it?
I don't
Where are
get
the
it.
Tide?
You know, I don't. I don't know. They had a bad game. One bad game.
They lost 2
Wait
games.
a minute, didn't they lose twice?
Yeah, but they one bad game, really.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Right into
Well-
Actually, it's roll over tide.
I don't understand though, like the theory of if you're a fan, you're always a fan,
Yes.
win or lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got on Trading Page this weekend, and somebody was
Because she
selling.
was selling all her Alabama
No,
stuff.
somebody else was selling all this Alabama stuff. I'm like, what?
You bought it, didn't you?
I did. You lost my game.
You wait until they lose, then you buy
Yeah,
low. Buy
that's
low.
right.
Buy low, sell high.
That's all right.
Wait till they are in the championship game next year and be ready to sell it at a
Well,
profit.
they don't have a quarterback anymore.
Wow.
He's declaring for the NFL.
There's some good players come out of Alabama.
Yeah.
I just got a message
Speaking
from
of
another
players
another
from
person saying Roll
Alabama.
Tide. What?
Speaking of players from Alabama, I saw
Yeah.
a thing on Yahoo over the weekend. The 10, it was the worst quarterbacks for every team of all time. You know who was
Yes.
listed for the Jets?
The
Joe
worst?
Willie. Joe Willie.
Worst?
Joe Willie Namath.
Oh, Joe Namath was an icon.
Yeah.
Broadway Joe, come on. The guy
Yeah.
predicted a win in the Super Bowl and made it happen. He had a rocket for an arm, and he's a former Alabama.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
And
what
can
is-
I just say, go Pack, go. Sorry.
Oh, you're a Packers fan.
Yeah. By
Okay.
by default.
Does she?
I'm married.
Oh, you
You know.
married
You
into
married into that.
Yes. I'm
So
married
how
into
does that work? I mean, you're a cheesehead
Well, yeah.
and you're a Bama fan. Can you get houndstooth cheese?
I don't know.
That's hard to merge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kathy Burkett here. And in my hand, I have.
This time for sure.
All right.
Are we singing this morning?
Bucket of bunk, 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 bunk. Turner never gets a word. Bucket of bunk, 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 bunk. Reed makes sure he never could.
How true.
And it's the truth.
Bucket of bunk, 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 bunk.
I love it. I love it when the morning show singers come together and just secrete creativity. What can I say?
Well, we certainly secreted something, but I'm not sure that it was creativity on that one.
You know, Bruce mentions that Bart Starr also played at Alabama. Bart Starr was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time
Yeah,
for
but
Green Bay.
he wasn't listed as the worst quarterback
No,
ever for
no,
the
I'm just
Packers.
trying to merge
Yes,
the
the
two here.
two.
I'm trying to merge
Yes.
Green Bay and
They had a run of
Tide.
quarterbacks in the NFL in the late 60s and early 70s that were
Kenny Stabler.
Kenny Stabler,
Yeah.
Bart Starr, Joe
Yeah.
Willie,
Birthdays today. Charles Nelson Riley died in 2007 at the age of 76. He was born on this date.
David Ogden Stiers. Nope. No, not the person I'm
Charles
thinking of.
Nelson Riley.
Not the person I'm thinking of.
No. At age 13, that's the reason why you don't get to talk during the bucket of
I
buck.
know, apparently so.
At age 13, Charles Nelson Riley survived the 1944 Hartford circus fire that killed 169 people in Connecticut.
I remember reading about that. Well, I don't remember reading about it when it happened. I've read accounts of it.
He rarely attended theaters, stating that the large crowds reminded him of what happened that day.
I can imagine.
He developed a love of opera, but he found out that, he really couldn't sing as well as he needed to make it into a career. A large career on Broadway. He first made it on TV on a regular TV series, The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. Do you remember that one? With Hope Lang.
Vaguely.
He also appeared on The Dean Martin Show, Macmillan and Wife, The Patty Duke Show. These are all way before your time, Kathy.
Yes.
Here's Lucy, Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, The Love Boat, and Love American Style. He made 100 appearances on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Mm-hmm.
You know why?
I don't know, because
He
they were
was-
buddies.
He was good as a talk show host or guest, and he lived 2 blocks from the studio. When someone didn't show, let's put it this way: if Kathy hadn't showed up
Yes.
today, we would have had Charles Nelson Riley or somebody that lived within a block of here. That's why he got on so often. He was also a big regular on the Match Game. Remember with Gene
I do
Rayburn?
remember that. Yeah.
I remember that show.
He disported what appeared to be a full head of hair for most of the prime of his television career. But in fact, he was bald. He wore a toupee throughout his appearances in the 1970s and 1980s. Very few people knew that. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is 59 today.
From Seinfeld.
Also Saturday Night Live. You know, she got a job as a regular cast member on Saturday Night Live in 1982 at the age of 21.
Now, isn't her family just absolutely loaded?
Yes.
Like royalty?
Her father, French-born father, Gerald Louis-Dreyfus, is a billionaire. Billionaire. And by the way, she is one of the most awarded actresses in American television history. She's won more Emmy Awards and more Screen Actors Guild Awards than any other performer. 8 Emmys. You believe that?
And what's the one thing that comes to mind when you think of her performance on Seinfeld?
Her dancing.
The dancing.
She's a horrible dancer. She dropped out of Northwestern to take the job at SNL at 21, so she was in Evanston.
Yeah.
She was from New York originally. She met her future husband and Saturday Night Live comedian Brad Hall. They married in 87. They have 2 kids. In the early 90s, she became famous for the role of Elaine Bennis. In 2017, she announced on Twitter her diagnosis of breast cancer, a diagnosis she received one day after receiving a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for her job on Veep. That's her latest TV. She is cancer-free now.
Well, that's good.
It's good to hear.
Great.
Trace Adkins is 58 today. Adkins made his debut in 96 with the album Dreamin' Out Loud, released by Capitol Records.
It's got that voice.
Since then, he's released 10 more studio albums, 2 greatest hits compilations. He's charted more than 20 singles on the top Hot 100. He was a member of the FFA in high school in Louisiana.
Really?
Later, he attended Louisiana Tech University in Ruston, Louisiana. He was a walk-on offensive lineman on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs football team. He left the team after his freshman season due to a knee injury without ever playing a game. He never graduated. After leaving college, he worked on an oil rig. He played music at, bars, got an opportunity to go to Nashville. They signed him on the spot one night while he was performing at Tilly and Lucy's Bar in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. He's also made appearances in TV, including panelists on game shows like Hollywood Squares. Also on this date, 2006, Hugh Gernsback of the Electro Importing Company advertised radio receivers for sale for the price of $7.50.
What year was that?
1906.
Okay.
I don't even think there's radio stations at that time.
I don't think so.
I mean, KDKA didn't come in until later after that.
Like early, like 1920 or
I
something.
thought so, yeah. So you had it 15 years. What's the point of having a radio if there's no radio station?
I don't know.
I don't either. 1942, Henry Ford
He was
patented...
ahead of his time, though.
Way ahead of his time. Henry Ford in 1942 patented the plastic automobile, referred to as the soybean car.
I'd never seen one.
30% lighter than the average car, but was often eaten on the farm.
Well, you know.
Oh.
1966, Elizabeth Montgomery's character Samantha on Bewitched had a baby. The baby's name was...
Tabitha.
Yes! Good job! Boom shakalaka. She knows it. She knows her history. 1998, ABC and ESPN negotiated a contract to keep Monday Night Football for $1.15 billion a season. Whew. A lot less emphasis on Monday Night Football these days.
Yeah, you don't hear much about Monday Night Football anymore.
2002, George W. Bush, the president, fainted after choking on a pretzel.
Oh my goodness.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
January 13th, the four Modernaires joined the Glenn Miller Band in 1941. 1968, Johnny Cash performed at Folsom State Prison in California. That was a huge album for
Made a
him.
pretty big
That
album
was
out of that.
great.
Yeah.
1979, the YMCA filed a lawsuit against the Village People over their song.
YMCA.
The suit was later dropped, so they got away with it.
Well, yeah, think how much free advertising YMCA got out of that.
Kathy Burkett's here. We're going to give you now the Carnaby Square question of the day. As 2020 begins, what do you believe is missing in television programming? We'll give you the answers. We got quite a few of them from our listeners. And we'll be back on Morning Coffee. Stay right here.
It's a new year, another step closer to the next season. Carnaby's winter clearance is now in progress. Save 25% on all their great boutique fashions and 25% off all newly retired Brighton collections. Receive free Brighton Swirly Heart necklace with a $100 purchase. Now is a great time to spend that Christmas gift certificate. The Carnaby girls are refreshed, renewed, and ready for 2020.
Hi, this is Megan Berg with People's National Bank. Do you shop on multiple online websites? Are you tired of having to enter your card number and address for every online purchase? People's National Bank has a solution for you. Visa Checkout allows you to safely shop multiple websites and have multiple shipping addresses with just one username and password. It's simple, speedy, and a safe way to pay online. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
And now, the top 5 reasons to drive for Bestway Express. Number 5, free health clinic. Number 4, paid holidays. Number 3, $1,800 annual safety bonus. Number 2, no hazmat, no jack stand moves, and higher mounted airlines for easier access. And the number 1 reason, you will be home daily. Bestway Express is now hiring for multiple home daily positions. Contact Bestway at 1-833-BESTWAY or bestwayexpress.com.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when the House voted to impeach President Clinton? Democrats stormed out in protest.
We walked out to demonstrate our deep displeasure. Censure was the only bipartisan solution to this sad chapter in our history.
When Iraq booted out UN weapons inspectors, we tried 3 days of some not-so-subtle persuasion.
I have ordered a strong, sustained series of airstrikes against Iraq. They are designed to degrade Saddam's capacity to develop and deliver weapons of mass destruction.
Bill Clinton and Kenneth Starr were chosen as Time Magazine's Men of the Year. Texas running back Ricky Williams won the Heisman Trophy. And here's what we heard on the radio.
God must have spent a little more time to get it back. So good. I'm going to Miami. You only get what you give.
Have we stumped you? Well, the answer and a chunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Capital One knows life doesn't alert you about your credit card.
Next stop, Graham Street. In Brighton, the khaki shorts. Your G&L energy bill went up 60% this month. Seems like you'd want to know. Stand clear of the closing doors.
So, meet Eno, the Capital One assistant that catches things that might look wrong, like increases to a recurring bill, then sends an alert to your phone and helps you fix it. Eno, another way Capital One is watching out for your money when you're not. Capital One, what's in your wallet? See CapitalOne.com for details. Limitations apply.
Today on Hey Culligan, smoother skin for the win. We've got Claire in Delaware.
Hey Culligan, the water in my shower makes my skin feel like I'm 90.
Okay, first off, Claire, are you 90?
No.
Okay, second, how do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan? Actually, Claire, how do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
Oh my gosh, love it, have to have it.
OMG indeed, Claire. We're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with a local Culligan water expert at heyculligan.com.
December 1998.
Sarah McLachlan and Angel, the top song of December 1998. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
At FNB, we believe in us. Not us, the bank. Us, the farmers. Us, the families. Us, the community. That's why we continuously and proudly support, invest in, and volunteer throughout our region. So whether you're from Fairfield, Wayne City, Sisney, Grayville, or anywhere in between, you'll always find a friendly and helpful neighbor right here at home. FNB, Banking Business Life. Member FDIC.
Time for that Carnaby Square question of the day. Carnaby Square, your fashion leader in downtown Fairfield.
The question was, as 2020 begins, what do you believe is missing in television programming? I'm going to answer that up front.
Good shows.
No, I'm going to tell. I told you that I binged 2 TV series.
Yeah.
On Saturday. By the way, Kathy, we share a lot between Turner and I, shows that we recommend to each other to watch online, the kind of stuff that's streaming. You got anything that you're watching that you can share with us?
No, nothing you would be interested in.
Oh, Hallmark movies?
How about The Bachelor that comes on tonight?
I love that.
Oh, do you?
I watch it with my wife.
Very good.
We love it.
I do too.
We sit and talk about it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Unfortunately, I think it's very contrived.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's spontaneous.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's always one crazy man or woman.
Always.
Yeah.
And she always usually seems to be from Alabama or the South.
And they keep her around or him around forever.
Yeah.
Even though it's obvious they don't have a chance.
So, have you seen the new one on Fox?
No.
Flirty Dancing.
What?
I haven't seen it. I've just seen the promos for it.
Yeah, I did too, but I don't know.
So they
Flirty
they
dancing?
take 2 people.
Yeah.
Okay, and they teach them this dance. Okay, separately. And when they get on the show, they come together and have to perform this dance
Without having practiced?
Together.
They practice. They know the dance because they practice
All
with
right.
other people.
All right.
But they come together and
this
do
is,
this dance to see if there's any sparks.
Is there a salacious? By the way, I've just been told I need to turn in my man card for having admitted that I watched The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah.
I've only seen the promos for Flirty Dancing, but
I'll have to pass.
It doesn't look interesting
I'll
to
have
me.
to pass
but
that along to the wife.
I figured
See if
since
she's
you were-
interested in flirty
Since you were a
dancing.
fan of the Bachelor, I figured you might.
Unfortunately, I've lost my man card, too.
Yes, you
The
have.
Carnaby Square question of the day, 2020 begins. What kind of program? I'm going to tell you right now, there's not any good comedy anymore, in my view. I haven't laughed watching television in weeks. I can't find anything funny.
Now, I watched something over the weekend that was pretty funny.
What?
Started watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I only saw the first
And
episode.
you laughed out loud?
Yes. I only saw the first episode, but it was pretty funny.
Okay, I'm going to try it. Beverly says we need a lot of bad language and unwholesome living removed, and add some good family values to the lineup. Mike says good quality family shows. Myrna, good clean comedy shows for families. This looks like a theme, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Family friendly programming, says Brenda. Amy says family shows that kids can actually watch.
We need the Wonderful World of Disney back.
Yes. Every Sunday night.
That was
That's
great,
right.
wasn't it? Judy says we need shows with Christian values. Most shows I view, kids are sassing parents and bragging about their sexual relationships as if it's okay. TV should be an example. Just don't watch much TV because of this. Clara says news media needs to quit sharing their personal views and take a neutral tone with reporting like previous news people did. That's a theme, too.
Mm-hmm.
D. Keith says honesty in news broadcasting. I also had a suggestion that they need to bring back ALF.
Well, okay.
Remember what ALF stood for?
Alien life form?
Yes, sir. Well done. All right. So what do you think? Anybody want to add more to the question of the day?
There's a lot of reality TV that
You know
I'm
what,
not.
You know what he watches?
Get rid of reality TV.
He watches a dermatologist.
I do not watch that show anymore.
He used
I have
to
not
watch.
watched that show in a long time.
Dr. Pimple Popper?
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, yes. I
have
can't
not
believe it.
watched that show in a while.
Oh.
Have you watched it?
I can't do
I
it.
can't either. I watched it once and I grossed out. All right.
You know why I stopped watching it?
Why?
I was eating pizza one time.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gross.
that's
It's
not,
really gross.
yeah.
It's not. And
I've got an interesting story. One 100-year-old turtle from the Galapagos Islands credited.
Are those big tortoises?
The great big tortoises.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's credited with saving his species. There we go. The Galapagos turtles on the brink of extinction.
Not anymore.
He's just a gigolo.
What's his name?
Diego, the sexy tortoise,
Diego.
has fathered at least 800 descendants since the 1960s. He was just one of 2 males in the species back then, along with 12 females on the Galapagos Islands. The turtle joined a breeding program, moving to the San Diego Zoo to Santa Cruz Island, where he naturally reproduced 1,000 tortoises along with 14 other adults. Now Diego will be returned to his native island. They must live forever.
Wow.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Turtles do live forever.
So,
Well, just about forever.
Diego's got a smile on his face.
Yeah.
He's picked
Okay.
up smoking.
I got three words for Diego.
Yeah?
He the man.
That's right.
Diego the man.
Diego the man. Oh. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is revealing the public vote for this year's induction.
Yeah.
Number 1 is the Dave Matthews Band.
Okay. All right.
Okay, but
Dave
let me just...
Matthews going to get in on his own too?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But let me just tell you, I'm upset about the order of which the vote went down. I think Dave Matthews is fine.
Yeah.
But how do you put Dave Matthews? Here's the rest of the order, the top 5. Number 2, Pat Benatar. Number 3, the Doobie Brothers. They have got to be higher. The Doobie
Now,
Brothers.
wait a minute. They're not already members?
No!
Right. That's what I thought.
There's something wrong there.
I'm with you. It's got to be, they've got to be in.
Yeah.
Soundgarden is number 4, and Judas Priest is number 5. Whatever the outcome, according to them, it's, it's really up to the committee. A
I
committee.
can't believe
that
Pat
listens.
Benatar and the Doobies are not in yet.
Well, at least, you can argue about Pat Benatar, and you can argue about Dave Matthews. I don't know how you can not have the Doobies in.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy Fallon is going to primetime. The Tonight Show host will MC and co-executive produce That's My Jam on NBC. It's an hour-long comedy variety series featuring celebrities facing off against each other in song and dance competitions.
That might be interesting.
Yeah.
You remember the old Battle of the Network Stars?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, weren't those great?
They were wonderful.
Didn't Howard Cosell hosted those?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
O.J. won everything. O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, but what show was he on?
I don't know. He was. They put real athletes in there too, didn't they?
No.
Didn't they? Am I
just-
wrong?
They had teams.
All right.
of,
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Stars
I'm sure I'm wrong then.
who were on different TV shows from ABC, NBC, CBS.
Yes. And so, some of them were not athletes.
No, some of them were not athletes. Some of them just showed up.
O.J. was a commentator.
Yeah, O.J.
That
was a
must be it.
commentator, I think.
Oh.
All right, so I got to ask you, Kathy, have you had any interest at all? We asked this question last week as one of our questions of the day, and it lost like 80-20. So I'm even making a mistake by bringing it up here again.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to do it anyway. The Duchess of Sussex is joining the House of Mouse. Did you know? They're having this big fight in Great Britain, the royal house. There's a meeting today, I think.
Yes.
There's
An
a meeting-
emergency meeting.
There's an
Yes.
emergency meeting there, just like there is an Economic Development Commission emergency meeting here
Yeah.
in Fairfield today. The 2 of them are right up there in the news. Okay? Now, but she has already signed a deal with Walt Disney Company to do voiceover work for a future project in exchange for donation towards the conservation charity Elephants Without Borders. Oh! Gee!
Not
So,
good.
Now, Prince Harry's not. I mean, he's given up all his money. He's
given
not
up-
going to have a job, and she's going to do.
Do you have any interest
gonna
in
be
the
Mr.
royal
Mom,
family at all,
isn't he?
Kathy?
I have an interest in it. But I mean, I'm surprised that I can't imagine why he would give all that up.
He's going to be Mr. Mom. isn't he?
Here's what I heard over the weekend. There's, because of course I know all kinds of people in the royal family.
Yeah.
First of all, he had like a $3 or $4 million wedding that was paid for by the people of Great Britain.
Of course.
Then she, Meghan Markle, who is an American actress, okay, she renovated their castle, for lack of a better way of describing it, for millions of dollars as well.
The old home place.
Then they decided, I think we'll go over, across the pond, and we'll divorce ourselves from the royal family. Now, my understanding is
I'm
that-
guessing she decided all this.
I don't know if her husband had much to say about it. I mean, she already signed the deal with Disney, apparently. They can
she
make
might have
millions.
had something to do with it.
They can make millions just on their name. They don't have to. I mean, just deals like this.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I mean, the Duke can go out and sell Wheaties if he wants to, right?
He can do whatever he wants. I mean,
When I wake up in the morning, I like to have a big bowl of Wheaties.
With the Duke.
I'm the Duke of Sussex. I just think, they can
But they only put sports figures on Wheaties boxes, right?
make it a different, make it tricks. The wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, she might move to Southern California because she's going to have a lot of work to do. Boy, I'm getting lots of comments on my. They'll still be living on the taxpayers' money, just stepping back from duties of the royal family. Oh, he thinks that they'll still get their dole, their money
Really?
from. That's what one of the listeners thinks it's sent to me.
Well, and I heard the security and stuff. How are they going to?
I don't know. That's the other thing. I mean, are they going to pay for their own security
Yeah.
when they're over here? That's pretty interesting stuff. The LAPD says that it found over $300,000.
Maybe that's what the meeting is about this today.
Oh, it is?
The
Yeah.
Queen is going to cut them off.
Queen's what, mid-90s?
Oh, yeah.
She's still driving.
Still driving?
I
Wait a
seen.
minute.
Wait a minute.
I seen it.
She doesn't drive anywhere, do they?
No, I seen it on TV this last week where she was behind the wheel. Randy said I was wrong. I said, yeah, no, the wheel was actually,
Moving.
yeah,
Like
she
the
was
wheels on-
driving. No, she was behind the steering wheel, so she was driving.
She's out driving her 68 VW Bug.
She's out driving her driver. Singing the wheels on the limo go round and round.
There's a big deal out there about counterfeit makeup. I know you don't even wear makeup, and so that's wonderful for you, Kathy, your natural
makeup,
beauty.
Really?
There was a seizure of $300,000 worth of counterfeit makeup over the weekend in downtown L.A. Among the items apprehended were fake Kylie cosmetic products.
Oh, that's Kardashian.
Kylie Jenner?
Yeah, Jenner.
Kardashian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Including lip kits. What's a lip kit?
It's a little with a bunch of lip colors in it.
Oh,
a
okay.
palette.
I thought maybe
It was like a do-it-yourself Botox.
I was thinking that myself. Too Faced makeup palettes. LA police tweeted that previous test of counterfeit makeup revealed animal feces and chemicals that can be hazardous to your health. The fake stuff has that in there. How'd you like to put that on your face?
Ooh.
I don't want no feces on my face. Okay.
Are you on the record saying that?
Yes.
You are.
I
Good.
am.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Women are exerting their might in the workforce. For the first time in nearly a decade, women held more U.S. jobs than men in December. Labor Department statistics show that excluding farm workers and self-employed, women held 50.4% of the jobs last month.
Okay.
I guess we need to do better out here.
Prince Harry's going to be like that before
I know.
long.
He's
going to
be
Mr. Mom.
Yes.
He's going to be a house husband.
They've got a. How old is that little fella? Not very old.
Not too yet, I don't think.
So, I mean, I'm sure he's going to be right up to his elbow in diapers.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be a Mr. Mom if you chose?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
I was not responsible for that part of the rearing of the children. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I had a job.
Well,
I was working.
Yeah, I had a job too.
I did take care.
But,
I mean,
you
when
know,
I had to, in an emergency, I
Yeah.
took care of things.
But if I were to lose my job, then I wouldn't have a problem at all with doing something
Right.
like that. No.
You know, the big movie over the weekend, 1917.
Really?
Have you seen
Led
it
the
yet?
Well, no, I haven't seen that. I was busy over the weekend.
How so?
We were family reunioning.
Your side or Tina's?
No, Tina's side.
So it was locals.
Yeah.
Wayne Countyans.
Yeah, well, and some from elsewhere.
What do you do at
A January family reunion.
Yeah, what do
We
you
ate.
do?
Oh.
We ate. Watched football.
That's what you did.
That's what we did.
What'd you eat?
We had fried chicken.
Ah, God, that's great.
We had pork loin.
Yeah,
We
that's
had
not bad.
barbecue.
Any vegetables?
I had some potatoes and gravy.
That's not really.
Then I hit the dessert tray area.
It's a wonder you don't bust. How do you keep?
I know.
How do you keep from being as large as I'm getting because of the fact that I haven't cut back?
Well, I cut back in other ways.
Okay.
You know, I had unsweet tea to cut down the sweet of the desserts.
It's like I have a chocolate sundae, but get that Diet Coke with it.
That's right. I'm having 2 Big Macs and a Diet Coke.
It's a good balance.
Yeah, you got to balance that.
Yeah.
That sugar intake with the unsweet tea.
Universal's World War I drama 1917 earned $36.5 million in its first week of release. Coming in second, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I guess he's seen that. I'm talking about the news guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The latest film in the space opera franchise made $15 million in its fourth week in the theaters.
What did you call it?
It's called a space opera franchise. That's what Star Wars is called.
A space
Opera.
opera. Isn't there singing involved in opera?
I don't know. I'm just reading.
I mean, I don't see Darth Vader getting up there going, "Luke, you are my son." I don't see that.
And it would be sung much higher than that, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Luke, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Tied for fourth place with $10 million, Like a Boss and Just Mercy. Coming in sixth, Little Women, with just under $8 million.
All right. You have got trivia for us today.
I do have trivia for us. And that is just a sort of a potpourri.
Can you find the trivia? Okay.
He has it in hand.
Sometimes it becomes difficult.
Yes, it does.
Under my pile here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Questions. Here's the first question. Between the years 2000 and 2016, the number of these businesses in America dropped by 95%. What's the answer?
Okay.
Number 2. Americans toss away 92% of these without ever using them. What?
Okay.
Number 3. These are going to be hard. Studies show only 8% of people did this in 2019. What? And it has to do with New Year's.
All right.
Number 4. It's now estimated that 20% of the people between the ages of 18 and 34 cannot do this.
I think I know that one. I got an idea. I got a good idea.
I have an idea, but I was wrong when I thought that.
Okay.
All right. According to a new survey, when it comes to regifting, you know what I'm talking about there?
Yeah.
Most people said they would be most likely to regift to this person. Who?
Ooh, okay.
Good questions.
Yes, they are good questions.
Yeah.
Number 6. In a new survey, 39% of the people admit they're doing this during work hours this week, even though it's not work. What?
All right.
Number 7, the average American family uses only about 8%, and this is the percentage of the available TV channels. What percentage of the available TV channels are people using?
All right. Those are tough.
Number 8, health experts say this is something we should wash at least 2 to 3 times a year, although many of us don't even come close to that. What?
I'm assuming the answer is not your underwear.
Or your sheets.
I want you to know I wash my underwear on a more regular basis than that.
All right.
Number 9, the average woman will buy 220 of these over the course of her life.
Generic cosmetics.
What?
Yeah.
With feces. And number 10, just 2% of cars sold last year have this once common feature. What is it?
Ooh.
Good questions coming up on Morning Coffee. Kathy Burkett here. You stay here as well.
Black and white TVs, or 8-tracks, or this. All of these, at one time or another, were the best. And then something better came along. Introducing Saltro Fungicide Seed Treatment. The seed treatment bringing SDS protection to the next level. By providing superior control of SDS without any of the stress shown in plants treated with other seed treatments like Elevo, Saltro is SDS protection. Upgrade it. Talk to your retailer or seed dealer about upgrading to Saltro. Always read and follow label instructions.
TOC Direct Media and Old National Bank's annual Farm Profit Preview will be on Thursday, January 23rd from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Highland Woods in Vincennes. This year, you'll have the opportunity to earn continuing education credits for your private and commercial applicator's license. Good Samaritan Hospital will offer free health screenings and blood work, and you'll also have the chance to meet with vendors such as
Alliance Tractor, Miracle Ear, Hurricane Ditcher, Series Solutions, and German American.
A free breakfast will begin at 8 a.m. and a donation-based lunch will begin at 11 a.m. TOC Direct Media will also be giving away a trip to Gatlinburg. For a schedule of events and for more information on how to become a vendor, please visit originalcompany.com.
Stop smoking in only 1 hour with hypnosis. The cost is just $80 cash or credit card. Meeting at DiMaggio's Pizza in Fairfield at 4 p.m. on Friday, January 24th. Hypnosis works and is your best chance at being a happy non-smoker for the rest of your life. Just imagine that. Hypnotist Ralph Weber will be at DiMaggio's Pizza in Fairfield on Friday, January 24th at 4 p.m. in the meeting room. Register at the door just before 4 and stop smoking for good.
Rothrock Auction and JW Equipment are now taking consignments for farm equipment. Tractors, field equipment, sprayers, trailers, planting equipment, harvest equipment. JW Equipment is located south of Albion on Highway 130. Call JW Equipment at 618-838-0845 or 445-3547 for more information or to schedule equipment. Auction date is set for February the 29th at 10 a.m. at JW Equipment, halfway between Albion and Grayville on Highway 130. Mark Rothrock, auctioneer, in charge.
10 minutes before 9 now. Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler joining us on the phone. Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, Mark.
What's going on today? Anything?
The sun's shining. I'm sure if there's birds out there, they're probably chirping, aren't they?
I would think so. So, big deals going on at Le Mans. You've got all the new programs in effect, and there are some big savings on some vehicles ahead of tax time.
Yeah, we do. We have big savings on these new. Got all of our cars draft their sale price, but our remaining 19s, we've really tried on those. We've got those marked down. I don't know if a guy's thinking he may want like a luxury SUV or something, maybe a full size. We have a couple nice used ones down here that are late model, low mileage. Got a beautiful red Tahoe setting out front. It's a Premier, loaded up to the gills, local one owner, and I believe we certified it. so you get some extra benefits, some added factory bumper-to-bumper warranty with that. Got it priced quite a bit cheaper than a new one. And I've also got an 18 Yukon Denali down here, local one owner. Got all the bells and whistles on it, and got it priced several thousand back of a new one. So,
when you say all the bells and whistles, give me an idea. What are all the bells and whistles?
Oh, the heated and cooled seats, power tilt, and telescoping wheels.
Wait a minute. Cooled seats?
Yeah, cooled seats.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
The Yukon has
to cool you off after you get your butt in the hot seat, right?
I could use that after the talk show most mornings.
Well, there you go.
All right, so you said telescoping wheels. What does that mean?
The telescoping steering wheel, the column, the wheel will come back towards you or go in towards the dash,
Oh, okay.
I never seen one.
They had back in the early 70s, But it's a thing again now, so.
Wow,
Okay.
I could put it right in my mouth almost.
Well, I guess.
All right,
so that might implode your head from the inside if the airbag goes off, I guess.
So these things are loaded with options that not everybody usually gets.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Denali has the head-up display. I'm not sure if the Tahoe does or not, but that's where it'll project your speed and other goodies on the windshield.
The heads-up display, kind of like a fighter jet.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Mike will be in to see you later today. Right?
I like that.
All right. All right. And, of course, you can get all your local financing done right there at Le Mans or online at lemansonline.com.
That is correct.
All right. As always, Sheldon, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We will talk to you on Thursday, man.
All right. You guys have a great week.
All right. You too. Sheldon Budding from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler joins us every Monday and Thursday here on the WFIW Morning Show.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
The deadline for filing your tax return is April 15th, but did you know that it's also the last day to contribute to a tax-deductible IRA for the previous year? Conard Financial Group can help you take advantage of tax-deferred benefits and possibly even help you earn a deduction when you make last year's IRA contribution. Call Conard Financial Group at 842-7855 to learn how. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Your Fairfield area weather forecast, partly sunny today with the high 45. Partly cloudy tonight, low 38. Sunny and 55 tomorrow for Wednesday. Scattered showers, high 62. Partly cloudy 40 on Thursday, and for Friday, chance for rain with a high 42. Overnight low 34. Yesterday's high was 41. Currently, humidity at 95%. Winds are calm and the pressure at 30.37. Right now, partly sunny skies. We've got 34 here at the WFIW studios. Radar looks good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
You know, he's sort of like Fairfield royalty, Kathy. He mentions how he really likes shrimp and grits. The next thing, he gets a call from the chef. He gets a little care package before everybody else, before the rest of the commoners get to go in and eat at the Elks. That's who I'm talking about here. Across the console, Mark Turner.
Can
Royalty.
I get your autograph?
The Duke of Sussex.
Thank you again to Chef Robert and the Elks.
Yeah, he sucked up to you, that's for sure. Cover Crop Coffee Shop coming up. Don't want to forget to tell you about that. Breakfast is going to be served by Matt Kinney. Yum, yum. That's coming up on Wednesday, February 12th. I'll be reminding you of it as we get closer.
You know what? There's a take the show on the road day.
That's
Ooh,
right.
Never thought of that.
Yes.
Sponsored by FNB as well as Citizens National Bank. The Cover Crops panelist will be Doc Roser. Roser? Is it
Yes,
Roser?
Roser.
Okay. As well as Junior Upton. The speaker will be David Kleinschmidt. And that's coming
German.
up. Pardon?
German name.
Kleinschmidt. Schnell. 1700 West Delaware Street in Fairfield, Fairfield Christian Life Center. So we'll have more about that, but that's stuff that you're involved in, right,
Yes.
Kathy?
Yep.
All right.
Be a great day.
Question in trivia.
We got about 4 minutes. So
I'll make it quick. Between the years 2000 and 2016, the number of these businesses in America dropped by 95%. Take a guess. Take a wild guess.
I don't even have a guess.
I don't know.
Anybody out there? I don't see anybody out there.
No.
1 hour Photoshops.
There are still some.
Yes, there are.
Okay.
Wow.
Number 2. Americans toss away 92% of these without ever using them. What?
I don't know.
These are hard.
Instructions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's the first thing I do when I open something.
You read it?
No, I throw the
I
instructions
throw it away. I know. Absolutely. What percentage of people keep their New Year's resolutions?
Oh,
5.
I would say about
5%.
22%.
8. She was closer. She
8%.
wins.
Wow.
It's now estimated that 20% of the people between the ages of 18 and 34 can't do this. What? This is going to blow you away.
I've got 2 answers.
Okay.
And I don't think the first one's right. I'm going to say make change, write cursive.
Those are both great answers, but they're not the answer.
I was going to say lick your elbow. I don't know.
Can you do that?
No.
Okay. Where would you even come up with that answer?
I don't know.
I'm looking at. I'm not.
Lick
I don't
your
think.
elbow.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I don't think I can do it.
All right. No. It's tell time on an analog clock.
Okay.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. No, I cannot.
That's hard for me to fathom.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Number 5. According to a new survey, when it comes to regifting, most people said they would most likely regift to this person. Who?
Their sibling.
No.
I don't know.
A coworker.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yes. And I know when I'm being regifted too. I really do. I have a smell for it. But normally I don't because I'm licking my elbow. In new survey, 39% of people admit to doing this during work hours when it's not work. What?
Surfing the net.
Yeah, updating their Facebook.
Online shopping.
Online shopping.
Yes.
That's close enough.
Number 7, the average American family, what percentage of the available TV channels are they using?
It's about, 3 or 4. Half dozen.
Yeah, not very many.
8 again. 8%. 8% of your channels. Number 8. Health experts say this is something we should wash at least 2 to 3 times a year, although many of us don't even come close to that. Take a guess.
I don't know. Because I wash everything in my house a lot.
How about your pillows?
Oh, yes.
Inside.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if my wife does. I'm sure she does.
You better check that out.
Yeah. Because to suggest otherwise would get me in major trouble.
Yes, it would.
Number 9, the average woman will buy 220 of these over the course of her life. What? You should know this, Turner.
I don't know.
No. Not flowers.
Jewelry. Pieces of jewelry.
No.
Shoes.
I love them. I use them all the time. No. Candles.
Oh, candles.
Candles. And number 10. And you do have candles downtown, right?
Yes, we do.
Number 10. Just 2% of cars sold last year have this once common feature. What is it?
A cassette player.
No. No.
An 8-track tape player.
No. A manual transmission.
Ooh.
And he's looking at me like I'm going to guess that.
Go lick your elbow.
All right.
Thank you, Kathy. Kathy
Thank
Burkett
you.
with us this morning. We'll be back tomorrow with more Morning Coffee. Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW. All the important news here first. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, the station listened to, not just heard, 104.9 FM.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, downtown Wayne City. No one beats their prices on Serta iComfort mattresses. See weekly pictures and prices on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. It's the third day of protests in Iran's capital, Tehran, after an admission that Iran's military mistakenly shot down a passenger plane last week.
There are reports police opened fire on protesters last night.